Welcome back, everybody, to the Two Idiots franchise on MLB The Show 24. We're here with the Cubs, and it is our first official week of scouting the next generation of this new Cubs dynasty.
What's this tutorial shit? Get that off my screen.
We got to skip that.
We don't read no tutorials around here. So, we should set this.
Yep. I figure
our catcher depth is low, but that's the fact that we have Henry Ford, Harry Ford. I'm gonna call him Henry every time. I'm gonna call him Henry every time. So we got Mr. Ford at catcher, who is just not super high ranked, and then down in the minors we have a first baseman that plays catcher as well. That's got some decent potential, but we don't really have a solid catcher. That's probably why we're sitting at 27th.
I feel like that position is undervalued right now for us. I think that we're better than 27.
I do believe as well, but the thing is we don't have much down the line for catcher though. And that's kind of maybe why they're looking at the depth. And same as first base. I mean, right currently we have I think a slugger for first and nothing really in the pipeline. So I'm not sure where we should focus, and we know.
Well, we just shored up first as well. Ford was our guy, our prospect trade for catcher, but for first base it was Nolan Shanuel.
Yeah, we picked him up, the prospect. So
yeah,
he's definitely hopefully going to do really well for us. So I'm not sure where we should stick our focus. So those numbers I think are. What do they mean by depth? Do they see are they talking 4 years down the road in the minors? Because right now we have some solid prospects in those positions currently in the MLB. So do we say screw it and just go for everybody, no matter what position they play, the highest ranked, and let the chips fall where they may? Or do you want to try to focus on something?
I think we can still focus on some guys. I think ultimately when we get down past probably round 2, our picks become a lot more risky simply because they're more unreliable. So right. I think the first couple we'll have to really, really take a look situationally on if there's a guy up at the top that makes sense for us that we want. Or if not, then we'll just snag whoever's higher up, because I don't want us to dig further down if higher is available, unless it's a very strong case.
Yeah, like I said, we talked about it. I'd rather take a high ranked starting pitcher we don't need and then trade him in the next season, and for somebody that's either got a little bit of service or potentially in the way to service, and that way we're not stumbling like picking a 6th round player was. Got no fucking potential just because we want a third baseman.
So I think it's pretty much inevitable we're going to get a starting pitcher at some point. So I feel like that should be one of the 3 that we pick. They give us higher interest there, make that a little easier. I do feel good about first and catcher, man. I think that Nolan and Harry are 2 young guys that we just traded, some bigger names for as far as what we had in the organization. And if we're going to make a trade like that, I think we need to be serious about it and give these guys a real shot. And so for right now, I feel like, because the situation we put ourselves in with drafting is we pick a guy and we do the exact same thing that we just did with Harry and Nolan. Say, okay, these guys look really good. I'm going to give them a shot, and, we're going to see where they go in the franchise. We just did that by acquiring these guys by trading instead of scouting and drafting.
Exactly.
And we can use them immediately. So we've already skipped year 1 of scouting and drafting to get Ford and Shanuel.
And I know we got Nico Horner and a few other infielders that are got some years in their contract, but a few of them are getting up in age. So we ought to look for do you want to stick on an infield and see if we can pick up maybe a decent infielder at either side of the pitcher's mound there, short or second, or do you want to try to find potentially a young fellow to shore up some outfield stuff, or we just got to look for pitching staff?
I think we could do one of each. I would like to see us get better relief and closing pitchers, but I don't think right now is the time. I think we need to get some guys on the field that can start doing some output for us and play defensively. Those two things for me outweigh relief and closing.
Because I mean, we could always do hopefully some either off-season acquisitions through free agency, or even make a trade or two to get some pitching and the relief and closing pitcher. Because to try to draft a closer, I mean, you're looking at 3 years down the road for at least before, and same as relievers. It's going to be the same thing.
Pretty much.
So
what I'm thinking is we take our weakest rated position is right field, and then our weakest behind first in the infield would be third.
Oh yeah, third is because right now we got for third is just some slugging power. We don't got
Christopher Morel.
Yeah, we don't got big defense.
Yeah, not too much.
So that puts starting pitcher, third base, and right field on the board for us. What do we pick? Wow, we don't pick to the 14th spot.
So it's not great. 14's not too bad, but after that, everything else is pretty late. So if we assume we're not going to get the top 10, so we can probably start from there. They sometimes they'll pick down.
Wow. Tutorials everywhere.
Everywhere. So hang on. Go back for 1 second. Go to like 10 and we'll see what that position is. It's another starting pitcher. Okay.
No, I went to starting pitchers.
Oh.
Since our scout I picked is the pitcher.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Wow, so there's not a starting pitcher beyond. Oh no, there is. There's still more left. Never mind. Sorry. All right. So Alonzo Bowen is most likely a B or A overall. Yeah, his stats look like it.
Yeah.
Hard to believe that he wouldn't get picked before 10 with this.
Those numbers are impressive. Even his current numbers are pretty damn good.
Almost every stat that he has future ranked is well above average, all except for one.
Yeah, and that's his hits per 9.
Yeah.
But his strikeouts,
he could potentially be an overall 88 when he walks onto the field for the first time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
21 years old.
That means it's even more of a sure thing.
Yeah.
Those numbers are more controlled. Wow.
So if we go to 13, which is one above our pick.
Yeah.
His numbers also projected
really
out
good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, his present right now is good at 23 years old, a little older, so his numbers are definitely a lot tighter. But, I mean, his potential still goes 82 to 96, and right now his overall is a 77. So, I mean, he's another solid, option. And here's our actual number 14 currently. Yeah. And Johnny Copen also projected to be pretty goddamn good.
I like him better than the last guy.
Yeah, his numbers are a little bit smoother across the levels. And at 23, same age. But yeah. So I kind of want to scout a little higher. I'm nervous though. I think to waste a scouting week on this guy when he's out of our range. But
who's the next one above him?
Sean Pena. Yeah.
Almost a guaranteed A.
Yeah, 85 to 99 potential. 22 years old. His numbers are pretty tight across the board. His hits per 9 are the worst.
I think his numbers are worse.
Yeah.
His overall potential or rank, whatever, is boosted by his defensive numbers, which don't really matter.
No. Yeah, definitely weird that he's got the higher projected right now.
It's because they're doing it on the overall, like everything.
Yeah.
So that's where we got to be smart about it. So computers ranking this guy higher, but Pena, I don't think should be in the top 10.
No. What's the number 1 guy look like?
I don't think so.
Even still, his numbers, yeah, that pitch control is that's bad.
Well, it's mostly green on his future numbers.
Yeah.
The guys past number 10 are mostly blue.
Yeah. This fella here.
That's good. Yeah.
So he's probably going to move up the rank. I'd say we're going to, even though I'd love to have that guy on my team, I think we're going to have to be a little more realistic.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
I think we should.
I think we could start with 11, do you think?
You want to shock it, and you want a chance to go with. There's no
13.
11.
No, that's what I meant. 13.
Yeah, he's one above. You never know. He could drop his arm strength. Holy crap!
Actually, hang on. Go back 1 second. So this guy's in the Netherlands. Go left again. Where is he from?
Texas.
So we could scout and get a little bit on him if we did a regional scout.
Yeah, we'd also get John Hoff too because he's Canadian. Look at his numbers.
Is that international though?
Yeah, Canada counts as international.
Right.
Look at his fucking numbers.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
18 years old.
Jeez.
That's
if we scout a region, we could get a little bit on a number of these guys.
Let's see who else.
Anybody else international? I see some East players, some Central.
Puerto Rico.
32.
Okay. He's down the list a little bit, but even still, his projected numbers are pretty good. And 19, he's got development time, and he's got decent defense numbers too. Not that we really need them, but I mean, still less chance of him, potentially having throwing errors if he's got to field the ball.
Yeah,
how much to do? But yeah, we could get a bit of a spread on another guy.
That looks good. That's Puerto Rico as well.
Yeah,
you want to go international pitchers?
Yeah, let's just do. Yeah.
All right, so this is Carlos.
Yeah, starting position. Starting pitcher, international. That is in the books. All right. And Kelvin. Good old Kelvin. He's also a pitcher, too. 90. 83 on position players.
He's good on pretty much everything.
Let's do Bucky Lane and let's do position players.
Position. Okay. So we said third base and right field.
Do you want to do
right? Well, just hang on. Go back to all and see who else is in the top 10. If there's anything that we could go after, just in case.
A left fielder.
I think it's too high.
Yeah, way too high ranked.
Yeah.
But I was surprised to see a left fielder that high.
Yeah. Shortstop.
Yeah.
Rob Bathay.
He's sitting there.
Wow, defense and legs, man.
Holy hell. But his contact numbers, even right now, it's 46 to 60 is a spread, but 60, if he come in on the high side of those, at 22, he's still got room to develop.
Yeah, those numbers are pretty much game day ready, dude.
Holy.
His overall's at least 62, and his potential's almost guaranteed to be an A.
So he's East.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's draft rank A. He will not see him.
He'll probably go, yeah.
Yeah, so let's go a little bit lower and see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just want to see what this draft class has before we start sorting so distinctly.
Left fielder.
Okay.
17 in the draft rank right now. Holy.
Not much power at all.
Yeah, but
great contact.
Contact for days and speed. So if he can, and stealing. So if he can contact and get on base, I'll take a left fielder. Yeah.
I'll worry about his reaction and accuracy in the outfield, though.
Why are you worried about that? 79 and 78 on the high side of the future?
That's potentially it. That's 5 to 6 years from now he's up there. What I'm worried about is he could hit, but if you could probably DH him, I guess, but like a contact DH, I don't know if that's as valuable.
No, definitely not. I mean, you definitely want some guy doing slugging, but those defensive numbers don't scare me.
I have
like above average
post fielding error disorder. So after them bundling up so many fielding errors for us with the Nationals towards the tail end of the season there. You remember it was just like one after another. It was a series of unfortunate events. It was a clown show. I want us to be a little more selective, I guess, on the
defense.
Fielding.
Okay.
Just a tiny bit. That's the only thing wrong with that guy.
I mean, yeah, I get his numbers. Like, as long as his future holds out, he'd be great, but
yeah.
Yeah, now we're getting in the 20s.
I think it's a question we need to answer of when are we targeting to be really competitive? Are we looking at 2 years out? Are we looking at 4 years out? Because that's going to make a difference. And are we looking at somebody who's got potential in all the stats we want, Or is it somebody that is game day ready on half the stats we want? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do we develop a better overall, or do we grab a specialist and, you know, find the weakness in another spot?
Yeah. Same as this guy here. He's got great contact potential, vision, discipline for days. Power's a little there. You know, he's above average potential for hitting lefties. But yeah, like you're going to look at those defensive numbers and see greens, and you're going to be worried about it again.
Well, it's more like it's the reds and the orange and yellow.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, future. I'm thinking like halfway through his career, he's at those numbers. You know, like if he's 18 now, we're talking about 25, 26 years old, and he's probably going to be in the 60s, maybe 70s for some of these ratings if he progresses very well. For us, that's 6-7 years from now. You know, like that's a long shot for, you know, a 24th ranked draft pick.
Yeah.
This looks more enticing.
Yeah.
That's near guaranteed good contact and vision. I don't care about the power so much. If he's at second base, that's fine.
He's got decent speed. His stealing's still a little low, but we're not looking for big stealing. We want a guy that gets on base who can actually run. And his arm accuracy being a little low, but he's second baseman. He's not got a long distance to throw, and he's got good arm strength. So, I mean, he's a potential.
I like this guy a lot better than the one we were looking at earlier.
Okay. So
I'm absolutely willing to sacrifice power because this guy's got all the other tools.
Did you want to then scout this young feller?
I mean, we can. We weren't looking for second base, but what we talked about is grabbing, you know, these higher guys kind of regardless. But, I mean, who do we have at second right now? It is Nico Horner.
Oh, yeah, Horner's the second base. I thought he was our shortstop. That's Dansby Swanson's our shortstop.
Yes.
Yes. Trying to remember.
So we could, or this is where we start playing around with, do we just take a higher ranked guy if he's available?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, if we draft him and he drafts out well, and he could become potential trade bait, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, he's ranked 26. He's in between our first and second round pick. That's the problem, though.
That is.
If he climbs up, he could take our number 1 spot, and if he happens to drop a little bit, he can get our number 2 spot. But do you want to throw him on and take a look at him, or do you want to mark his name down and we can take his little scan a little farther down the list?
I can. Yeah, let me see. Let me make another bar.
Just to put a little note there, just for his name, saying potential. Like I said, yeah, if we're looking and we don't find anybody else, you know, in around that number or closer to our 54 pick, that could potentially be a fielder, we'll take this kid, and if we get him, we get him, and if we don't, you know, we'll line up someone else.
All right. I feel like we should get probably 4 pick potentials or so up near our first pick, because we're going to need to cover our bases, pun intended, of like if the one guy that we look at, you know, at 10 or 13, whatever he was, if he gets picked, we need to have somebody else in the pocket as a backup first pick, you know. Yeah. So positionally, was there someone close to 10? Probably behind it. It was just that left fielder that was in the top 10, right? And then nothing for a little while.
Yeah, where was the position play? Yeah, I'm number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel Mullins, number 2. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, look at his arm strength and his accuracy.
Yeah.
That's not a number 2 pick.
I would feel like this is a late first round.
Yeah.
You definitely want him for his hitting, for his bat, you know, and he's got some speed. That's good. But arm strength and accuracy, yeah, definite weak spot.
Yeah, as a left fielder, you need that.
Yeah. Huh.
The accuracy, you could. I would give up a touch of accuracy for some strength, so at least he gets it in. If it's hit, you know, deep in the thing and he picks up, he's got a good arm to get it into the infield. It doesn't have to be pinpoint to pick off someone at the base. But, I mean, you need the strength to get in. He got neither. He's like...
No, and an accurate noodle.
Yep, and an accurate noodle. So next defender, or next fielder. It's a shortstop, number 8.
Rob Bethea, yeah.
And yeah,
so much defense.
I mean, even still, his contact numbers. I mean, his even now at a 60, not horrible. Yeah. I mean, he can train those up. But yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
his overall would be there. I think fairly quickly. If his potential is 85 to 99, and he's 22, that's only a 14-point difference. Chances are, if we roll the dice just like D&D, he'll probably come up higher than 5. So I imagine this is an A potential.
Yeah, but him being
closer
being
starting.
in the 8 spot though, he's not gonna. If he drops, he's gonna like. The worst thing is if he drops, his either his defense numbers will level out or his hitting numbers will go even lower.
Yeah, that's true.
So like we're taking a gamble. If we scout this guy and his defense drops a bit, fine, because he's got lots of potential for defense. But if his hitting numbers start to dip, he's garbage.
Yeah,
because you don't want to draft a guy like near the top that's got no hitting ability.
You're right.
I'm a little scared on that one.
Okay.
Just because he's
the next position player. Oh, it's a while.
Yeah, number 17 is it Ivan Costa.
Contact, not much power. Left field with no fielding, arm accuracy, or reaction. I don't think so.
No.
Who put this guy up there?
Like I said, his future numbers I'd be fine with, but yeah, they got to be on the definite high side of that. He's got great arm strength.
Yeah.
But his potential, like that 45 to 79, is scary for arm accuracy.
Yeah. And so he's gonna react late to it, so he won't get there in time. He might fumble it if he tries to get there in time because of his fielding, and then when he does throw it, it'll be an absolute goddamn bullet, but it could be into right field instead.
He's turned around and thrown it into the fucking stands and killing people, but
he just headshots the guy in the first row in the outfield.
The umpires are fucking running for the dugout because this guy is throwing everywhere. And then Justin Golden, the shortstop, he's ranked 22. Looks like it's
too far back.
Yeah.
All right. So then it's kind of a wash there on this particular scout for our first round pick. I think it's out of the question.
Yeah.
So then do we start looking at number 2?
Yeah, we're gonna have to drop down a bit, I think, but even still, like, I mean, we could draft, like, we could scout someone who's, say, like Ricky. Here, I'll close the picture. We don't want him, but I mean, we could scout someone that's, God, that's a lot of fucking ketchup and mustard everywhere. God, those colors are bad. Look at the stealing. 0
to 4.
Look at his stealing. 0 to 32.
This dude's not stealing an extra breath in the elevator.
God, no, because his stamina could be a 4. Actually, his future projection, his stamina is 15. Throws 2 pitches and he's taking a nap.
In game, you could watch his stamina bar drain as he walks to the mound.
They put him in a wheelbarrow and run him out just to save his stamina. Oh my God. And we're back to the Mark Argue again.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, like, the thing is, like, this guy won't be around for the second round, right?
He might not be. At 18, there's plenty of room for this to shake up. Could get better, could get worse. But
also, too, if we scout this guy and he comes up a bit, we could take him as our number 1 pick, even if he's not ranked 14.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got great, numbers, and like I said, he's even trade bait. So, do you want to roll the dice and just get our second scout on him, just because he's the position guy, to see how he pans out?
Yeah, I do. I think so. I think that we've got enough of a shot, to trade. And this is also the thing, too. We can scout him because we like him. We could try to trade for this guy if the situation allows. So we could do starting pitcher. You want to do Central first, and then we can hit the West and get the East.
Ooh, look at that.
Damn.
23, because ranked blank 23. That could be a first round draft pick for us.
I think so, because The only thing weighing him down, bringing him to 23, is that fielding and reaction.
Which we don't give a shit about for a pitcher.
Not at all. Wow, this looks good, dude.
Yeah, I want to scout this kid.
Okay. You want to do him specifically?
Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, he's low enough that if he levels up a bit, he should hopefully below 14. And even still, if he stays in around this area, I definitely would take this guy number 1.
All right, yeah. We've got our scout set.
It's funny how we're looking at players below our draft rank.
Well, because we're smarter than the AI.
Exactly.
Or dumber. I don't know.
Fuck.
Our name is not Two Smart Guys.
Exactly. remember we were trying to draft a guy that had a broken leg.
Our scout had to go to the hospital to talk to him.
Yeah. So, do you think that's going to heal in time for spring training? The guy's there, his leg's broken, arm broken. Fucking head's wrapped up because he was hit by a bus, like that was leaving gold
full body cast.
Yeah, leaving gold crowd. after leave. Can't even finish it.
I know what it is, though. Oh man.
So fucking national.
That was so much fun. All right, so we're gonna finalize scouting, taking a look at international and then 2 specific players.
Oh shit!
I'm happy with that.
Yep.
So starting pitcher, we've got the most headway in, but we're also looking at the infield.
And you asked when we're going to be competitive. I'm thinking right now.
Well, it's looking like we had a good start.
Yeah,
we're 6-2 to start the year, leading the division just barely. But the guys have been doing well, mainly, honestly, on the strength of our relief.
Yeah, they've been holding us in the games.
Yeah,
I mean, there's been a couple close ones. I mean, an 8-7. Then we got hammered 1-9. You know, I mean, we had 3-0, 5-4, 5-2. You know, a 6-0 over Colorado. So I mean, we had a good run. I mean, a couple close ones, but overall,
our offense seems to be popping right off the start too. Because as well as the pitching has been doing, mostly in relief, the offense has been overall doing extremely well. Also, now we don't need it to win these games, thanks to the pitching. The only real high scoring games we had here was against the Dodgers, which of course, you know, they scored 7 and 8 or 7 and 9, excuse me, for the first 2 games. So that's to be expected with such an offensive powerhouse. But the rest of the games, we're holding them. I mean, we got 2 shutouts in 4 games.
Yeah, exactly. And then they give up 6 runs over those 4 games. That's fine. So, I mean, we got touched up a bit in LA the first game, but we still managed to squeak it out. So, I think the boys are playing well. I mean, it's not like 6-2 is a good record to start with. I mean, the Dodgers are 5-6. They have a $17 trillion payroll.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's true.
All right, let's see if we can get the series win against LA. Oh, right off the bat.
Oh wow!
And look who's on the mound for you.
Yeah, Tyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, he's played 3 2/3 already, only given up 4 hits, and he's got 4 strikeouts.
All right, let's see if he can finish these boys off.
So our first game that we'll step into today is Game 3 versus Los Angeles. We took Game 1. Dropped Game 2, so this is the determining series winner. Jameson Tyone on the mound for us. Already played 3 2/3 today in a bit of a jam now. Top of the 9th with 2 outs, 2 men on. Freddie Freeman at the plate. Quickly up 0-2 against Freeman, though, in a real shot to get us out of this. And Tyone gets him!
Oh, his
3-pitch strikeout.
His 2-for-2 day just went fucking 2 for 3. Sit down.
Wow. So the Dodgers bring in Evan Phillips with a 16.2 ERA. Got absolutely smashed in less than 2 innings this year so far.
Yeah, so let's keep that up.
Starting late in the order, we'll have Ian Happ leading the bottom of the 9th for us.
1 for 3 today. Series 2 for 10. Let's pump those numbers up a little bit there, bud. You want to stay a Cub? Oh, that thing hung forever, then just dropped.
Yeah, it sure did.
I didn't believe Evan Phillips is their closer, too.
He could be. This is a situation that I would agree in bringing a closer in. Happ through center field for a leadoff single. Wow, and he bungles it. And nearly throws it away. What's going on in center field?
Keep that up. I guess he wants to stay a Cub. Oh, here's your boy.
Pete Crow Armstrong gets the call to be pinch runner. Leading off, bottom of the 9th. Do we chance a stolen base here?
Nope.
Phillips missing to Nolan Shanuel, hitting .333 this year.
2 for 3, a double, a single, a run scored today.
Immediate production from the young rookie prospect we traded for.
Nope.
Phillips misses 2 in a row.
That was borderline right there. That could have went either way.
It was, yeah, very close. Taking a swing at that inside, but fouling it off. The 2-1. Gets contact on that to right field high, but not as far as we'd like, as that's brought in for the first out.
A little bit in on the hands.
Yeah. Gotta wonder if they're going to send Pete to second here now, with Harry Ford up.
1-0.
Way outside. 2 for 11 on the series is Harry Ford, another young prospect we traded for. Shanuel and Ford represent the 2 young prospects that we have high hopes for. Missing again. Phillips is very close for most of these pitches.
No.
And again, the same spot. The 3-0 to Ford watches the first strike come through inside. Gets the call on the outer edge to run it full. 3-2. Pete should be on the move. Fouled off. Contact and fouled again by Ford.
Some good pitches he's fouling off. He needs to hammer one.
Yeah. And he does! And it goes to center field. Pete should be going for third. The throw in, not even close. The wheels of Pete Crow Armstrong on display. A double for Ford and 2 runners in scoring position now. Wow, and they're going to walk Christopher Morel.
Yeah, the big power bat.
Yeah. Bases loaded. Lineup turns over for Nico Horner with 1 out. Something outside the infield surely should be enough for Pete Crow Armstrong's speed. Come on, Nico. Oh, man.
0-2 is the count.
Ugly.
Sack fly is all we need, buddy.
Yeah. Wow, Nico! Cousin!
God,
what are you doing?
He doesn't want to be a Cub anymore.
Seiya Suzuki will inherit the bases loaded situation now with 2 outs, though. This has to work.
The gift of the bases loaded. We can't give it away.
There's no better chance in all of baseball than loading them up.
1-1.
Hey, just have a good eye. Let them fucking walk in the winning run.
Yeah.
That's a ball.
Woo!
Wow, doesn't get that call. Suzuki ahead, 2-1.
Oh.
Chases it out on the edge to pop it up. And that gives LA another chance.
Wow.
Love the use that they're getting out of Pete Crow Armstrong early on this season. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Tyone is going to stay in for the top of the 10th now on his 4th plus inning of work against Shohei with Freddie Freeman on second. Wow, hangs it like a piñata.
The job was slow enough. He was out in front.
Gets Ohtani inside. Tyone. Man, I just... Excellent, dude. That's not, but the rest of it was great.
Tyone's been fucking doing really well for us.
Yeah.
He's either looking for a contract extension or is it a free agent year for him? Is that why he's pitching so well?
I don't know.
He's like, someone's going to pay me $900 million next year.
Tyone up against Max Muncy now. 1-1. Missing below.
2-1.
Freeman's got some speed as well, so we've got to avoid pretty much anything going out of the infield. Count even at 2-2. Tyone to Muncy. Just barely staying alive. Can't get him to chase it, and the count goes full.
I put another low inside like the previous one he chased.
And it's to the pitcher again. Tyone will play it easily, and that's the second out now, but Freeman advances to third. The Dodgers come down to Will Smith. Tyone just needs one more. 4 2/3 scoreless innings for Tyone in this game. Incredible.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The first 2 games in this series were offensive showcases. Game 1 was a 8-7 score. Game 2, we got held to only 1 run, and they scored 9.
Yeah, this one here has been even keel along the way.
Yeah, both teams showed up as Will Smith dribbles it to short, and we get out of it. And we're going to see more extras. Bottom of the 10th coming up. JP, what is it? Fire-Risen?
Fire-Risen, I do believe.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay. He's gotten a bit more use out of him this year so far with 7 innings played. We're going to get Suzuki on second and Cody Bellinger leading off. 1 for 4 on the day.
Getting 278. He's got 3 home runs and 9 RBIs already this year.
Yeah.
Let's add to those totals, buddy.
Yep. Got a runner in scoring position because of the extra innings rule immediately. Chasing up top.
375 average with runners in scoring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. How do you watch that one?
No idea.
1-2 to Bellinger. Defending the bottom of the zone there and fouls it off. Oh, man. Thought he was going to have better contact on that swing.
That's the ball.
Fighting for his life up there. Bellinger evens the count 2-2. Defending again. Pitch number 8 to Bellinger coming up. Chases it down and away, and that'll be the first out. DH JD Martinez comes to bat.
Throw it
That's
away.
A pitch. Suzuki should be easily on third now, and he will be.
Now sac fly wins the game. Come on, Martinez,
Yep.
you got power. It's what we paid you for.
That's ball 2.
Hit it to the warning track. That's all you need.
Yeah. The 2-0, missing again. 3 outside to JD Martinez.
Scared of the power.
Yep. He was watching that one. Has the green light now. I'm 3-1. Missing away. Martinez will take a walk, and we've got men on the corners now. Dansby Swanson will have to avoid that double play ball.
0 for 4 today.
And that goes through the middle. Swanson does it. The Cubs win, and we walk it off versus the Dodgers in extra innings.
And take the series.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Why are we rebuilding the Cubs?
Well, we just beat a $800 million team. Really courtesy of Tyone there.
Oh, man.
Incredible late game relief. And there's the man.
That strikeout on Ohtani was so nice.
That umpire uppercut, he goes right up your ass. Some clutch hitting by Swanson to close it out. Tyone improves to 3-0 on the year.
It's our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.
Tyone picks up the win. Player of the game. He done it all.
Yeah.
For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 9 hits. 14
And
runs on base.
wow, Pete Armstrong doesn't count because he didn't get in that bat.
Right.
Thank you.
But Christopher Morel, he had 2 walks. He didn't get a hit, but he had 2 walks today.
Still productive. Everybody on the team productive today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Home run from Bellinger.
Yep. Morel did a sacrifice fly as well, so you know what? He did his job.
Yeah, get an RBI out of that one, yeah.
Yeah, take it.
Lorenzen went 5 innings. You go up 3
Pretty good.
earned.
Yeah, that's not a bad line.
And then
His ERA
Tyone come
must
in
have
and
come
finished.
down.
Tyone come in and finished up there the second half of the game.
Should have started
Wow.
Tyone. Look at that.
Jeez. Jeez. Nice.
5 innings out of a reliever.
Yep.
Wow.
He's in the right spot.